Into the airport. That is so loud. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenisha. Oh, I forgot. It's not. This is not a. This is not a video. It's like hi everyone. Good night. Welcome to my live. How are you guys doing tonight? Um, I'm very thankful that you guys can be here. So, um, you know, this past week I sat in front of my television, something that I don't really do, but because the kids have school and sometimes we put the TV on just to check the weather in the morning. And hey, Christine, how are you? Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. I put the TV on at my the news challenge as a challenge news channel just to catch the weather, but then sometimes I don't move it in time, so sometimes I might be sitting in the chair with the baby while it runs, and then there's like it seems like there's something bad happening everywhere, you know. So I was thinking about that, and I say like these things, like so many things have been happening lately, and I just want to know how people cope. Oh, I should put cope. How do you cope or to keep together? I'm gonna edit that. How do you? Let's put the word cope. Cope slash. Yes, that's a better channel title. Yes, the news it is so depressing. It is so depressing. But I just wanted to know how. That's the type of person like how does people cope or keep it together when everything around them seems to be falling apart. So that's our topic tonight. I don't have anyone. I don't have a scheduled caller tonight, but I hope some people would go ahead and call because I like when people call alive. So let's see how that goes. Thank you guys for coming in. Let's chat. If you're just joining us, please go ahead and thumbs up the live. I'll appreciate it very much. Let me go ahead and do it. One second, guys. I'm just trying to like my live. Mm, I'm sorry, and I can't find it. Where is it? YouTube is not showing it to me. YouTube, what's wrong with you? Why can I normally it's on this? What is not? I'll do it later. Hi, Catherine, how are you doing? Welcome, sister. Hi, Mose, how are you doing? Thank you guys so much for being here. Yes, so hi, Melissa here. Thank you for being here. I am appreciative of everyone that joined my live tonight. Guys, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I'll appreciate it. Let's get into some comments. Christine said the news is very depressing. It is. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad too. You know? Hey sis, hey sis. You don't keep it together. Oh my god. I don't lie. How especially CP24. I know. Like I went to visit my friend today, and she had the news channel on in the room, and it's like the same thing over and over and over. They're just making it seem like it's such a. I mean, it's a big deal, but then why we put it over and over and over like we heard the first time? Moses saying hi to Catherine. Melissa here said blessings. You just have to stay strong. Only the strong will survive in the world of darkness. I agree. BB Cakes. Hey, how are you? Welcome to my live. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah. I've just that's just something that came to me, and I was trying to I know I wanted to talk on the topic. I was just trying to think about how to best phrase it. And while I was giving my son a shower, the perfect topic came to me. and then now I came to sit, I forgot. uh, um chum- create more. It does. It really does. It does create. It does create anxiety. A lot of anxiety too. What's the topic? The topic is how do you cope or keep it together when everything around you seems to be falling apart. Just the way the world is today. You know, like there's everything. Like as of as of just today, there is Australia's on fire. There is that plane crashes that just happened last week. All those people died, and then Puerto Rico is um, has and is still experiencing so many earthquake, and like so many people have lost their life over the past, let's say, in the past week alone, you know. And I know some of these things don't affect some of us personally, but we're human beings, right? And I'm sure like we can't help but think about these things when we know that they're going on. Do you put your kids on a leash when you take them up? Huh? Oh my god. I 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh goodness, Jax. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, I'm sorry. My kid just woke up when he should be sleeping. Yep. I just saw it. Have you ever seen those doglish people wouldn't let it up? Actually, I had one, but I never really used it. Cause yeah, I never used it, but I do. I had one. Most. Yes, I don't know. This baby should be in his bed. He should be tired, but then he just woke up. Yes, guys. I was just, let me share a story with you guys. My friend, she's in the hospital. She has stage 4 cancer, and I went to see her today. And like I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to see her like I don't want to see her like that, because obviously she looks sick. Um, and but she's in the hospital, so I went to see her. I've seen this lady. She just had four. She had 4 kids, four kids with them on. Yeah, I wanna see her today, and like before I went, because I haven't. The last time I saw her, she was doing she was doing a little bit better. She was in good spirit and stuff, but then and these days she's in pain, and she called me yesterday. She's in the hospital. They're gonna keep her, and like I went to see her to them before. Like I went, but I didn't wanna go. I didn't wanna go, but I went to see her, and even before I went, I'm praying and asking God to give me strength, because I know she doesn't like. I know how it is when people feel sorry for you, how you feel, that feeling you get. And I was trying not to like let her see that I felt sorry for her, let her see me breaking down and stuff, but I just couldn't help it. Like I went in there and she's talking to me and she's breathing so hard because she's in so much pain. And I just had to I just had she I asked her a question and she answered. Oh, she couldn't eat. She couldn't eat. I asked her why can't she eat, and she said she's gonna have surgery tomorrow to get that put in for the chemo. And like I had to look at her. I had to look at her, right? And then she's there. Her eyes are so yellow, and she looks so like she's uncomfortable, and I can see that she's uncomfortable. And I just couldn't. I just stepped behind the curtain, and I know she, yeah, like, obviously she know I was crying, but I stepped behind the curtain for a little bit, and I just composed myself. But why does life have to be so hard? Hey, night nurse, welcome. Night nurse, welcome. Yeah, why does life have to be so hard? It's so hard to know what to say. Yeah, like I the thing is, right, like me and her relationship, we don't talk every day. We are close, we grew up as kids, and but we don't talk every day. We don't talk every day, right? And now that she's sick, I try to keep it the same. I try to keep it the same, but I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty, but at the same time, if I keep calling her, if I keep calling her every day, then that's not our relationship, and it'll make me feel like something is wrong. And she gets that too. She knows that too. So, but then I do feel guilty. I feel like I'm not doing enough. You're welcome. I'm sorry. This is so sad, and I'm already in a sad mood. Have to go. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, please thumbs up the live before you go. Yeah. I don't know. Um. That's life, I guess. Okay. I don't. Let's not talk about her anymore because that puts me in a whole different mood. Yes. Like the question tonight is, with everything going on, like in the world, in your country, like right close to you, how do you cope? How do you cope? How do you not let these things get to you? Constitution. Thanks, most. How do you keep yourself from being affected by these things? That's really the question. That's really the question that I wanted to talk about today. And that's why I don't stay medicated. That's nice, most. That's nice. No, but on a serious note, though, on a serious note, it's it's hard. It's hard. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to thumbs up my live. Hey sis, how are you? Thank you for being here. I hear you, most. I hear you. Thank you for being here. I struggled with it. Hey, Tamika. Welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. My question tonight. I hope that we can have a conversation about how do you cope with everything that's when it seems like everything around you is falling apart. Everything is just falling apart. Everything is going to. How do you cope? How do you keep yourself, you know, somewhat grounded? Just don't follow the stress of life and get. Ah, shoot. Just don't follow. Just don't allow the stress of life to get you, even though it's easier said than done, because stress is the bigger killer. It is, Melissa. Melissa, it is. It is. We did not say, hey, Mika. I'm doing good. I'm good. How are you? I'm okay. I am okay. Dumb, blind. But, okay. I just gonna help but wonder that. I just gonna help but wonder. The struggle is real, but just stay strong, darling. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted to know what people think about what people think about this topic, because it's like everywhere you turn everywhere. It's like everywhere you turn, there's something like I haven't like I used to like putting my TV on the news channel in the morning because I like the program that they used to that they have in the morning, and I like the anchors and stuff. So, but then I stopped last year. I stopped doing it. I just asked the kids to put the TV there, check the weather, and then we get off. We get off, right? Because I don't like what's all the negative thing that they're talking about, right? But I was just wondering. I just wondering if every like how does everyone deal with it? The struggle is real. I just try to stay focused on any and every. I just try to stay focused on any and every of those make me happy, because it's always going to be something that rises up in you now. Okay, can't let it break you. I hear you most. Um, be sincere. Watch it on mute. Okay. I don't know. My chest feels. Hey Diana, welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Hope all is well with everyone. Thank you, Diana. My eyes itching. So, guys, as you see, I have my number on the screen. So, if there's anyone who'd like to call the live, whether it's to share a word of encouragement, whether it's just to, to give some advice, I keep it on mute and play music. Okay. Thank you for being here. Like, my number is there, so and the lines are open. I keep it on mute and play music. Okay. I just don't watch it. I don't watch it. What do but what do you do? What do you how do you cope when like your friends are being affected? Like people that you know, like it's very like when it hits home, you know? How do you how and like it's like it seems like it's everywhere. How do you I don't know, how do you like what I'm trying to say? How do you empathize with them without letting it consumes you? You know, how do you how like you see your friends are struggling and then you know you're trying to be there for them. Hey, hey SJ, welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. How do you be there for them, try to support them without without um you know allowing it to I Christine said we so we absorb everything, empathetic, so we absorb everything. Yeah, how do we one thing my counselor told me, she said um learn boundaries. Hi life is Suzuki, welcome to my life. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you everyone. I don't think it's possible if you are an empath. Yeah, she told me to learn. She asked me if I know what boundaries are. So it's okay to listen to people um bent and stuff, but just not let it consume you. But I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to like sometimes I can, but then most times I can't, you know? And I'm sorry if my life seem if like, this is what Mondays are about. If you're just joining us, this is what Mondays are about. Mondays are usually um having to do with mental health. So if if the vibes seem a little sad, a little down, that's what it's about. So I'm sorry if this wasn't what was expected, but like I said, it's Mondays, and this is what I do on Mondays. Oh yes, boundaries are important. Yes. There's sometimes when I can. There's sometimes when I can I can listen to someone and I can feel bad for them, but it doesn't make me feel overwhelmed. It doesn't make me. What I've been learning, right? When I have my anxiety, I feel it in my gut. Before it I used to I don't know what I thought it was, but that feeling that you used to get when you when you're younger and then you're in trouble with your parents, that feeling that you get in your guts. Then that's the feeling, and I think it's anxiety, right? So sometimes I'm I am capable of listening to people um vent their struggles and be there for them, and it doesn't consume me. And then some other times again, I am just a whole mess. um I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, like, just thank you guys. Thanks. I don't know. So that's why I wanted to talk about this. It has to do with everybody, but it also it's also personal, my topic. Because when I watch the news, like this, there's so much. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. There is so much stuff. I Sometimes I'm able to just ignore it. Sometimes I'm able to um not let it bother me, but then most times it does. And I don't know if it's because, oh, somebody's calling. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sister.
Hi.
This is Kate Cotton.
Hey, thank you so much for calling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? I'm here
I
with.
am good. I just wanted to call in and give you a little inspiration and excuse my voice because I'm a little under the weather myself.
It's
So,
okay. It's okay.
but
I'm here with.
I just wanted to say on that topic, sometimes you can't be a listening ear for everybody
Yeah,
because sometimes when you're going through and that other person is going through, it's like a tornado.
yeah,
You know, it's like you are clashing with yourself and with that other person's mess, you know. And so you can't be that strong friend all the time. I have friends and family members sometimes I have to just disconnect with
yeah.
because I have to keep my peace by any means necessary,
I
you
hear
know.
you. I hear you, sister. I hear
So
you.
with keeping my peace and my sanity, sometimes I can't listen and understand what everybody else is going through. Because if you're going through yourself, you cannot be the best you for somebody else
Yeah, that's true.
that they need you to be. So sometimes you do have to have those boundaries. And when you're in a good space, in a good place, then you can just say, okay, now I can be here for you today. But every day is not going to be like that,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's very draining, you know.
It is. It
It's
is.
very draining dealing with your own everyday life and everything that's going on in the world and all of that. And then every time you turn around, there goes something else being
Something
laid
else.
on you by someone else. So you can't
Yeah,
tackle it
yeah,
all the time. And it's okay.
yeah.
Doesn't mean you're being a bad friend. You just have to protect your space and your peace at all costs.
Thank you, sister. You know, in saying that, right? This like my grandma is battling Alzheimer's. She's back home,
Okay.
and like I feel so bad. I feel so bad whenever like we have a family group chat on Facebook, but whenever they call on the chat, I have to leave. I can't stay at all because she does not look like herself. She and like it really breaks my heart, to see her and to see her like she's just fading away. Like, and it's so hard. I I try my best. Like if she comes on, I say hi to her, but then I leave. I leave because I can't. And when she start, like her long term memory is still intact, but her short term memory, she'll be telling us a story and she keep telling us the same story over and over.
Excuse me.
She doesn't, and like
Mhm.
she doesn't remember that and then she looks so lost. She's like, and she does not look like the same person. So whenever she comes like that, but that it bothers me so bad. It bothers me so bad because she's not the same sweet lady that she's completely different. And whenever it comes on, whenever she's on a chat, I leave. And I feel bad for doing it, but it's somewhat me protecting myself. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I feel like it's the right thing to do for me. But then when I do it, I
Mhm.
feel I feel bad. I feel guilty about it. So every time they call in a chat, I don't stay. I don't stay at all.
Mhm.
You know that.
Well, you have to give yourself permission also to be unapologetic for protecting your feelings. Even though that's your grandmother and you love her, it pains you and hurts you to see her in that state. So, by any means necessary, you're protecting yourself. It doesn't mean you don't love her because you do love her. That's why you don't want to see her in that space, and in that place at this time in her life. And when people are transitioning and going through something, whether it's via cancer or Alzheimer's or whatever, it's hard. And I can understand that because I lost my mom 8 years ago to cancer and she changed,
Yeah.
and it was like a drastic change within like 3 months, and she got really small and she wasn't herself and, everything she stopped eating and, talking and she couldn't bathe herself. And so, um, I was basically around but not around because I was so numb to the fact of everything that she was going through. I was losing my mother right before my eyes.
Yeah.
So I had to protect myself, basically just acting like this was not even happening.
Yeah.
Now, is that good? It can be. It just all depends on how strong you are, because if it don't hit you on the front end, it's going to hit you on the back end. So it's a choice you're going to have to make whether you're going to stay in it and stick in it now or you're going to deal with it on the back end.
Yeah. I don't know. I think okay. Let me say hi to some people. Welcome to my live. If you're just joining us, welcome. I think did I say hi to Living Suzuki? I think I did. Faith DS, welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. You say you're new. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, sister, for calling. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I lost my mother 6.5 years ago, and just lost my stepdad a couple days ago. Praying for you all. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Fatus DS. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for your loss. Um, I I don't know, guys. I think I'm struggling again, but it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to struggle. Like there's a lot going on, and yeah. So I'm lost for words. I'm sorry, guys.
We're going to go through things in life. Life is a struggle. Life is hard. Life is what we make it. It can be easy. It can be happy. It can be sad.
Yeah.
It can be enjoyable. It can be cruel. It can be mean. It can be all kind of sorts of things. But one thing about that is we have a choice on what we want it to be. We get to paint the picture of
Yeah.
how we want that life to be. You know, whether it's happiness, whether it's everything. It's just like even being on YouTube, you have to protect your peace, your space, your sanity. I had to unsubscribe to probably about 10 people because there was so much mess going on that every time I opened up my YouTube, it was draining me.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I don't like those people. I just didn't like the situation.
Yeah.
So I had to protect my peace. I had to get out of that by any means necessary
I hear
because
you.
I didn't get on YouTube for that. So with that being said, every time I open up my YouTube and if it was another video and this person was saying this. So I decided not to be a part of it. That's what I'm saying. We get to choose. Just because I opened up my YouTube and it's there, I had a choice if I wanted to be involved in
Yeah.
that, if I wanted to listen to it or not. And I decided not to.
Yeah.
It was me protecting myself because it was giving me high anxiety and my emotions were all over the place. I couldn't focus on doing my content and my videos because it was so much drama and mess going on to where when I opened up my YouTube that it would just almost start draining the life out of me.
Yeah.
So I had to decide, was this worth being in my space? And it was not. It wasn't worth being in my space. So that was me protecting myself. Even with my family or whatever, if I have an altercation or anything with them, I would change my phone number. I would not talk to people because I have to protect my space by any means necessary. I have to protect it, and so we have a choice. We get to decide, what that picture looks like, and if I feel it's not good for me, if it's not, good for my health, my mental state, I get away from it quickly,
Okay,
as
sister.
Tip say,
I hear you.
expeditiously.
I hear you. I hear you. I don't know. I guess seeing my friend today. I guess that really puts me that. Seeing her today. It's just seeing her today, and it made me think about some stuff. And it's hard for me to see her like that. She's young. She's like, I'm not. I don't think she's 36 yet. I don't think she's 36, and then she has young kids. And it's a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance. And like I can't, like she had to put plans in place just in case. And like that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart because it makes me think of my own case. Like, cancer is something that doesn't discriminate, and it could happen to any of us. you know
Of course.
so
Of
yes.
course, it can happen to any of us, and this is the thing. The sure is the day that we are born, we are going to die.
Yeah.
So we have to accept that that is a part of life.
Yeah.
Birth and death is a part of life. We have to accept that. I think about it all the time because I have a son that has special needs.
Yeah.
So with that being said, he's my only son. But at the end of the day, I was letting it consume me for a while, especially after losing my mom. I was like, oh Lord, if something happens to me, what's going to
Yeah.
happen to my son?
Yeah.
I was driving myself crazy for a minute, just thinking about it constantly, 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 because something,
Yeah.
you know, all we can do is try to live our best life. All we can try to do is get things in order in place because that day will come one day. Hopefully, no time soon,
Yeah. I
but
hope. I
it's
hope.
for sure going to come to where we need to have things in order, you know, and it's just a part of life. We are not promised here forever,
Yeah.
you know. So I had to start being realistic about just life in general. And it's okay to want to put things in place and in order and get yourself together because at least you are handling business while you're in your right frame of mind,
Yeah.
body, and sound in mind and body. And, it makes life a little bit more easier.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. Then you can face and then love and strength and peace. Let me see what everybody was saying. You're right, caller. Yes, we have to detach ourselves from everything that gets closer to the Most High. That's great faith. Yes, faith. Amen. Prayer and faith. That's it. Amen. Anything that's negative, we have to separate ourselves from. You're right, caller. Lift yourself up in prayers
Okay.
and shut up. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it's appointed unto man. Wants to live unto that. Welcome to the live. If you're just joining us, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'll appreciate it. So welcome FIFA World. Welcome Kendra. Welcome. There's somebody that I just saw. Oh, Pennsylvania Pepper. Welcome to my live. Thank you guys for being here so much. Um, if you haven't yet, please give me a thumbs up. And we were just talking tonight about how do you cope or keep it together when everything around you seems to be falling apart. Oh, guys, excuse me, sister, 1 second. Okay, I'm coming back. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm so sorry, people. I am so sorry. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry.
That's all a part of motherhood.
I'm back.
Mhm.
He doesn't want me to sit down. So I'm just gonna push the chair and I'm gonna stand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I'm sorry, guys. Just give me a second. He should be sleeping, but I guess he wants to be a part of this. Okay, let me see what everybody says. Hello, everybody. Enjoying the night. Hey, we're a spiritual being having a physical experience. Suzuki says okay. Thank you, guys. Oh, I miss those days. Kendra, you wanna have some more of this time?
Uh-huh.
I am here. God bless you all. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. Oh, he doesn't want me to sit. So I guess I'm gonna continue standing until he goes down. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Okay, sister, you can go ahead. I'm back. I'm back. He's calmed down a bit now. But you just say you miss those days, Kendra. I'm just trying to help you out. It's okay. Can I sit now? Can I sit? Could you guys imagine? Okay. You want drinking milk? You want your milk? Here. No? Okay, so lie down. Lie down then. What? You want some water? You want this water? I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. You're gonna run my jewels. You're just making a mess. You don't even want Oh man. Okay, can we sit? Can we sit and I'll give you the water? Here. Okay. But he's so bossy. Can you imagine? Oh my god, Jax, man. Hashtag mom's life. Oh my god. You don't even want the water. Okay. Huh? Okay. Guys, I am gonna just end this live and just go deal with him and come back. I don't want to keep you guys on here with a screaming baby in your ear. So I'm gonna end it, and when he goes down, I'm gonna come back. Thank you guys. Thank you, sister, for calling. I appreciate it. And I'll come back.